This is A-Game, fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I got like two real quick videos to show you, because we're talking about why Black women just forced to marry themselves. Just be with yourself. And I want you to look at these because they're very fast. Look at them closely. We'll be back with my
Please watch the rest of that video. It's so funny. So I don't know how long you guys have been following me, but if you kind of go a little deeper into my page, you'll see a video where I spoke briefly on me trying the other side. And one of the main reasons why I just knew that it was not for me is because of the communication with the women. Like, it was very confusing. Like, 1 minute is like, I just want to hang out. The next minute is like, why you don't take me out on dates? Then the next minute it was like, I want you to be my friend. It was just too much. And I was like, yeah, that's not what I thought it was supposed to be. So yeah, I decided to revoke my card. So yeah, no. Strictly digging that, honey.
Read that very carefully because it's not a joke. I was on her page. It's not. Just read that. That's why I paused it. Now, we just saw that. The last one was disturbing, and it said exactly what you thought it said. She's married to her biological mother, meaning, you know, they in a relationship. We already know that famously Maya, the singer, has been married, quote unquote, to herself for about 7 years now. The other lady in the video couldn't even deal with women because the communication was so wacky and so bad and so all over the place. So she was like, yeah, I'm just going to stay on this team. I thought I could play on the other team. It's not going to work. Let me just come back to what I know I need to be dealing with. And this is really what it has boiled down to. You've gotten so far at the bottom, Black women, that you don't have the ability to attract good, healthy men or to maintain good, healthy relationships. So you just got to be with yourself. And in the other case, incestually. You just got to marry yourself. How many stories are we seeing now where women are proposing to themselves, having full-on ceremonies just with them at the altar, having all of these sorts of just outlandish, outrageous things, talking about, oh, it's just self-love. Oh, you know, we're just trying to practice self-love. We're trying to heal. We're trying to do all of this other stuff when the reality is you don't know what healing is. instead of actually doing the internal work, instead of actually saying, because this has led me to a point where there is no possible way that you mean to tell me out of the millions of men, billions of men in the whole wide world, there is not one black, white, polka dot, pinstripe. There is not one man who I can get into a healthy relationship with because I'm so wonderful that I don't have any changing to do. I don't have any work that need to be done on myself. So because I'm so perfect and wonderful, and there is not a single man walking the face of this earth that's worthy of me, the only one worthy of me is me. So I'm gonna marry myself. And that oscillates between extreme narcissism and being just extremely pathetic. I say it's pathetic. It's pathetic. Because I've seen, like, some of them are jokes and some of them are not, where women have made little videos of them proposing to themselves so desperate, no man will touch you. Isn't that a sign? Isn't that a sign for you, black women? No man. Let's get off of black men for a minute. If you want to say every black man walking the earth is trash, okay, fine. What about the other men? Why don't they want you? What's wrong with them? See, you can't levy the same argument against them that you try to levy against black men. So why aren't these men, any other man, it don't matter what culture he come from, it don't matter whether he melanated, whether he not, whatever the case may be, if you're so wonderful, why aren't you able to get proposed to, by and large, from any ethnicity of men? I have not seen other women truly do this as much as I've seen black women do this. This whole, we gotta marry ourselves sort of situation. Like, no one can actually tolerate you, sis. That's problematic. That should be a problem. You should see that as a huge neon light flashing problem. Nobody tolerates not just one individual woman or two women, but the majority. Like, nobody's tolerating y'all, not even other women. Like, when y'all be trying to get into these, you know what I'm saying, same-sex relationships, even the women, it's those relationships that are actually more abusive than what you say the men do. The women are abusive. I have seen that just in the hood with my own eyes. Two chicks, one is a stud, the other one is a femme, and that stud be whooping that. You understand me? Be whooping her. Okay, mercilessly stomp a mud hole in her. That kind of stuff. Nobody calls the police. Nobody says anything because in reality, it's two women. You better fight. But y'all are toxic among each other. So if you toxic, quote unquote, with black men and you toxic among each other, then you toxic, sis. Here's the other part of it. They had to dress this up as self-love for you to accept it first in this harmless kind of way, because they know that black women are so screwed up that if they give us something like that, we're going to turn it into something negative. They know we lost. Okay? And the message of self-love is going to turn inwards and start damaging us rather than be a mode or a pathway to healing and really getting back to a good value system and leaving that lost value system. They know we're not going to leave that. We're not going to leave that. Something very powerful have to make us leave it, and that only really happens on an individual level. But as a group, we're not going to leave that because black women are so lost collectively. They know any message that appeared to be positive on the outset is actually going to become negative once we get our hands on it, because of the way our culture is set up and how we practice the lost value system. And its damage on us is 10 times worse than its damage on other groups of people. And this is what they know. And this is what Black women still ain't woke up to see. Because just like they gave us body positivity, now that was supposed to be something that was connected to self-love. That was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, a movement or a consciousness where women, you know, you don't got to be a size 2 in order to be beautiful and all that kind of stuff. You got to be able to love yourself as you are and things of that nature. Okay, on the face of it, that's not a bad message. Okay, it's not a bad message, because a lot of women suffer from, you know what I'm saying, just body image issues. But in the hands of Black women, that turned into damage. How, Crimson Cure, how did that turn into damage? Because we took body positivity to mean that we could be obese and accept the harms and the health problems that come along with obesity. See how that went all the way left? See how that went away from, well, I don't got to be a size 2, but I can probably be comfortable in being a size 12. But that went all the way left to, I got to be a size 32. I got to be a size 22. And that's all right. Like, it's got to be positive, and other people got to love me for it. Think Lizzo. They got her on the front lines of that stupid stuff. Promoting to Black women, and Black women promoted among themselves also. There's a ton of commercials now with these really huge women, not just a little thick, not just a little, got a little weight on her. She not model thin, you know, the traditional model size and things of that nature. She's a regular everyday woman. See, they take you in stages and degrees. Say, okay, the average woman is not model size, which she is not. The average woman, even an average in shape woman, not even a fat woman, but your average in shape Black woman that's not fat is really not going to be a size 0. She's not. And a lot of those models are size 0. Maybe she's a 2. You see what I'm saying? She's stick thin. She's real thin. She don't really got a lot of breasts. She don't really got a lot of hips. She don't really got a lot of butt. She don't really got a lot of all of that, because she got a model all of these different designers' clothes, and they're making the smallest clothes. So, but she got to look good in them. Okay? Your average woman is really not walking around a size 0, which is fine. You don't got to be a size 0 to be in shape and not, you know, and you have a nice body and not be fat. You don't have to be a size 0. You don't have to be a size 2. You don't have to be a size 4 or 6. Right? Because you can still be put together at a size 8. Right? They don't get to be in plus size until you're size 14. I think that's like what the start of plus size. You got to be a 14. Everything else is regular. But in the hands of Black women, what did it do? So they get us to have these, they know we got a warped mindset anyway. So anything that they give us, we're going to warp it. And we're going to turn it into something that it was never meant to be. But they know we're going to do that. This is why they send us these messages, because subliminally and subconsciously, we're going to do the opposite. It appeared to be positive, but it's going to have a negative effect on us. So self-love, because they know Black people are dichotomous in their thinking, we either think we're supposed to do this or this, never both. That's why you got people not really liking the 10 life value system when we talk about spirituality before we talk about wealth, because Black people are dichotomous. We think if we have wealth, we can't have spirituality. And if we have spirituality, we can't have wealth. Instead of thinking both, just have both. But Black people don't think like that. So if I have self-love, that means I can't love Black men. So he got to be excluded from my love in order for me to be included in my love. This is just another way to exclude Black men. This is just another way to make us go against our biological imperatives, because if we marry ourselves, how we going to reproduce? Sound off in the comment section and let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.